are getting reduced more and more into machines, robots, which will be guided by the non-conscious algorithms.
So far, it was largely the philosophers who studied human consciousness, but a serious effort to understand consciousness and walk the path towards ultimate reality was made at the MIT World Peace University in the form of the world's first conference on consciousness, the ultimate reality. Many eminent personalities, speakers, thinkers, and philosophers from all over the world share their thoughts on this subject during this conference. In the third session of this conference, Mr. Vivek Sawant, Managing Director of Maharashtra Knowledge Corporation Limited, shared his thoughts on consciousness to assure in world peace.
The second important thing is that in the modern life, as the economics and as the markets and the world liberal world and the supremacy of the consumers prompted, we have gone ahead to an extent where we are trying to make our lives through the modern jobs that we perform more and more and more narrow and narrow and narrow. So the wide-ranging human capabilities, the wide-ranging human experiences which contributed to our consciousness are reducing. We are becoming narrow and cogs in the machine kind of personalities. 90% of the modern jobs performed by 90% of the people on the planet do not use 90% of intrinsic human capabilities. And that is the challenge before us, because we are getting reduced more and more into machines, more and more into robots, which will be guided by the non-conscious algorithms. As a result, the quest before us for the School of Consciousness is perhaps to influence or to develop the students who will be educated to display wide-ranging intrinsic human capabilities, which include compassion, which include love, which include creativity, and which includes the most important ability of human beings, and that is for any external stimulus, the human beings have freedom to choose. This was the gift of Mahatma Gandhi and Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl thought that what is that great thing which I possess, which Hitler cannot take away from me in the concentration camp where Viktor Frankl was about to be killed in the gas chamber. The discovery was that for any external stimulus, man has freedom to choose. I think this is getting narrowed down, and we are getting influenced by more and more of the market forces, and therefore the ultimate threat is, because I am not experiencing freedom, and the 21st century has resulted into extreme inequality, again because of the algorithms, again because of the supremacy of intellectual property and concentration of royalties with few corporations, that 1% of the people on the planet have the wealth equivalent to 450 crore people on the other side of the scale of income. As a result, the world is on an atomic bomb, and therefore the realization that he and me are same. There is a cosmic soul, Atmyache Ekarupatva, and more that understanding prevails, the more and more you will contribute to the world peace. Unfortunately, our education system, as Albert Einstein said, is creating trained hunting dogs because it is completely devoid of the human values. And therefore, the quest before this university and this school especially is to propagate this thought among the traditional universities. In that sense, I consider this as a very modern university, which is trying to guide other universities as to what is the sole purpose of. The purpose, therefore, of this school should be to awaken other universities to contribute in this direction. And therefore, the purpose of the education is now reverse the direction of downgrading of mind that is taking place because of a multiplicity of forces that I mentioned, is to upgrade the human mind and create diversity of experiences. If I am same as the bats on this planet and I am same as the whales on the planets and there is a cosmic soul, then perhaps the technology for an upgraded mind can give me those experiences which the bats get because of the echolocation, or the whales get with 200 kilometers of music, so that I become one with them, and therefore my experiences can be brought to a wide spectrum of mental states, which perhaps it can result into democratization of the supreme tranquility that some of the yogis derive out of meditation, and perhaps we can create technologies which can bring those kinds of experiences, because those mental states have been looked down upon by the Western thinkers. And that is why really we are not experiencing that supreme tranquility and that supreme sensitivity within us. Perhaps technology might help us. I think that Dr. Bhatkar is here and he can guide this school for creating such wonderful technologies which can democratize the sources which only few yogis got it. So, by thanking all the listeners, I conclude. Thank you.
But if you want to understand mind, if you want to understand emotions, if you want to understand Atman, where is the book? The book is only your own mind and your own heart.